Hi, this is Darren here from Vehicle Registrations. Costa del Sol, even. I just want to talk briefly about renting a UK car now after Brexit. Basically, from Brexit, there has been so many changes so regularly that it's been difficult to keep up. So we've had a situation where the Aduana, which is the tax office, and the DGT really didn't know what was going on for quite some time. The ITV centres weren't sure. So originally, straight after Brexit, because it was done very late in the day, there was a period of grace for anybody that had their car here already in Spain. And you could, if you could prove that the car came over on the ferry, even the tunnel in certain circumstances, although it's a little bit more difficult. If, you know, mechanics bills, a speeding ticket, a parking ticket, all before the Brexit day, we could use as proof that the car was here, and it was pretty much business as usual, except we had a few more hoops to jump through. Then they changed their mind about that, and they were asking for a whole boatload of paperwork basically from the UK, which bordered ridiculous, to be honest. Signing off the electoral roll, which a lot of people don't do. You are supposed to do it when you're in Spain permanently, but a lot of people don't realise, and they don't ring the council and say, take me off the electoral roll, I'm moving to Spain. So we went to and fro with the Aduana, with the tax office, regards what's acceptable, what isn't, and we did consider completely closing the door on UK cars for a while, because we were spending more time on the phone every day telling people that the price had gone up from X to 3 times X, which meant that it probably wasn't, even though second-hand cars in Spain are ridiculously expensive, it wasn't worth it. And, you know, you could take your car back to the UK, sell it, get money, and buy a Spanish one, and have done with it. And that's pretty much what we were telling 90% of clients to do in certain circumstances. You know, it just wasn't worth it. Now, if you bring your car into the UK as part of residency, if it's not here already, then we can control it, and you can waive a lot of the taxes from in your car in residency. But I don't want to touch too much based on that in this video. So if you've got a car that's in the UK that you're intending on bringing it over, I implore you to give us a call. Click one of the links in the description and make an inquiry, and we can give you a free quote, and we can handle basically being able to waive the taxes when you arrive. If your car is already here, it's changed for the better again. Now, I don't know what made the Aduana and the DGT do an about turn, but they're now asking, what we're referring to is an EU certificate, and a DUA agent, which is an import agent, has to provide that certificate basically to prove that the car was here before Brexit. The ferry crossing is the best evidence, if you like. The tunnel, maybe, receipts, mechanics bills, etc. Now, we've been able to, we have a DUA agent that we work alongside, and he can provide this certificate. Now, if he can't get the certificate, it doesn't do anything to find out. It's only if he gets the certificate that it's applicable. So, in order, we can give you a quote on your car, free. We can put you in touch with our DUA agent, who can look to get you the certificate, and then if the certificate's issued, it means that we can waive the import duty, the IVA taxes on the final registration of the vehicle, even if it providing that we can prove that it was here. That's the idea of the certificate. If for whatever reason we can't get that certificate, you've got a free quote, it's cost nothing to find out, and you're probably better off sending your car back. In certain circumstances, if the car's got no emission taxes, if it's quite low on emissions, and it's an older car, so the 31% of the value of the vehicle isn't going to be a lot, it can make sense. But if you've got a decent sort of value car, £5,000, 5, 6, 7,000 euros upwards, it really doesn't make sense. So they're the stipulations for Andalusia, at least at the moment. Looking into how it's working in other parts of the country, but we like to have physical access to the car to be able to do the feature technica, check it over before it goes for an ITV, etc. So I'll stop happening now. I just want everyone to be able to understand. But free quote, free to find out if you can get the certificate that waives the taxes. This does make it now potentially worth doing. It's free to find out, and we've got everybody in place basically to give you the information. So if you click the link in the description, you can get in touch with us in different ways, and we can provide you a free quote. Thanks.